Good morning.
Good morning.
Um, Thank you, everyone, for understanding the changes. They are developing as we speak. As you guys can see, things change very quickly. We come up with an idea, they get done. No, in a month, in 10 years, they get done the following weekend. So get used to that. Any concerns, voice it, bring it on, and we address it. And that is what I want you guys to understand, that the management, including the employees, including Georgie, if he has an input that is going to make a change into improving the workplace, we're going to implement it. And then if it doesn't work, we're just going to change it and say, we try, it doesn't work, it's perfect. We're going to go back again and try something else. So that is mostly what we're looking to do. In light of how quickly we're growing and how things are progressing, because now we're hiring a new surgeon. Can you get please these phones off or not here because you're not answering them? So what is going to be very effective is going to have, I think, ideally to have a structure. And I know that I've been barking orders and I've been behind everybody to ensure things are done, and it's like, why are you not doing that? Why? So now we design systems, and the systems are, Cliff is in charge of finances, budgeting. He's going to be overseeing anything we buy, anything we do. He's going to approve it, make sure it makes sense for the practice, and make sure we're okay. Because the bottom line is, we can hire 20 surgeons, but if there's not enough money to support the system, the business is going to go belly up. And he's an expert on that, and that is his job. Christina's going to be, she is the manager, even though right now her job is, because we're so demanding up front. And we hired over the weekend 2 people. We're waiting for a background check. Once the background check is cleared, they're going to be coming in. One person has a great experience, 16 years of experience, so it's going to be very, very helpful. And then another one that has a great experience as well. I'm not mentioning names for confidentiality purposes. So they're going to be in charge of reception. So one of them will be in charge of the reception. So they're going to be 3 people. One is going to be in charge of that area. And then Rich is going to be in charge of prep. So he's going to be in charge of scheduling because he knows how things are should be handled. Rodrigo is going to be in charge of CT. So he started. He knows pretty much everything about CT. So he's the person in charge of communicating with the person that does the maintenance. So any issues, he's responsible for that. So any issues, they go to him. If he has issues, he goes to management. If management can address it, I get involved. Cliff gets involved. So we're gonna have some sort of creating some minor layers of control. So I don't have to respond to everything and be stressed, because I got really stressed last week, and it's not worth it for me. Because if I get stressed, who's gonna pay the animals? Because I can't do surgeries and focus on, why the wall was not cleaned. I shouldn't be responsible for that. Nicole is gonna be in charge of laboratory and in charge of discharges. So we're gonna create protocols, and we're going to laminate them, and she's going to be in charge of ensuring that they get done and implemented. Anita is going to be in charge of treatment, so she's the same. She's going to have some sort of protocol that we already have. We're going to modify them, and everybody can add on input, so add any suggestions. We're going to implement it, make sure it makes sense, and then we get it done. And then George is going to be in charge of downstairs, the kitchen area, the coffee area, ensuring that it's always clean, the packing system where we do autoclaving and all that stuff. So she's in charge of that. We have Nicole in charge of inventory, in charge of controlled substance. So she's gonna give you feedback. She's gonna talk to Rich. Hey, Rich, they're not doing a great job eating logging medications. Because for me to get involved is that, why didn't you like the medication? Why did you do that? Is a waste of my time. So now we creating channels where everybody, good morning, George.
Morning.
Everybody's gonna have a role of accountability. And Christina's gonna be the manager on top of everybody, which implies you report to her and then she reports to me. My functions, I will say, is to ensure things get done. Because let's say one employee is not compliant and you tell him once, you tell him twice, the third time, I get involved. And there are going to be consequences, repercussions. And there is a reason why we do that, and I want to make sure everybody knows why we do that. Who am I missing that is not has been mentioned as far as I think so far we got a pretty much good coverage on the departments. We hired a company, I didn't tell you that, that cleans. You knew that, but so it's going to be over the weekend. So they're going to come on Saturday or Sunday, and they're going to come in the middle of the week, which will be Wednesday. So they're going to come after hours on Wednesday night. So we have deep cleaning, and I tell you, finance is pretty reasonable. So they're going to be taking the load off on us. So it's going to be very effective. We are in the process of hiring 2 people for overnight license. They're going to come on Friday, and we're going to test them, make sure they do a good job. One person I know very well, phenomenal person. The other one I don't know him very well, but if it doesn't work out, we have other people involved. There is an assistant that I work with Rich and I worked for a long time. It's phenomenal. He's a super great guy, good energy. You guys are going to love him. And that is potentially another person that's going to be added on. I'm thinking about Tamara to take her as an assistant. Big boy over there is going to be an assistant after, 2 o'clock? So I want him to learn. You guys, please be mindful. I want him to learn. You learn how to ask questions. They teach you if you ask. If you don't ask questions, you don't get anything back. So the reason why I mentioned these key people is because they're going to be your mentors. They're going to be your coaches. They're going to be the person that you guys need to report to. And if she says do that, please, it's like me telling you to do that. And it's very important that you listen, because that is going to be what Cliff is going to touch base in 2 seconds about what we're planning to do. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. Nice to see you. So, Kalisa, would you like to take over, please?
Sure.
If
So
you can come here.
There's
And,
there's